Most businesses lose deals for a simple reason. Emails come in, conversations happen, and follow-ups slip through the crack. But what if you had an AI agent that took care of all of that for you? So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build an AI sales follow-up agent using Zapier. This agent scans your inbox for potential leads, automatically logs them into a Google Sheet, and sends you a summary in Slack so you always know who contacted you, what they need, and when to follow up. This is going to be a step-by-step build, so let's jump in. All right, so let's say you have a email that you received for a potential inquiry about your service, right? I'm just using the sample email. So this is from Sarah Johnson. They just want to know about our services, about the AI automation services for their sales team, right? So again, this is a typical business email you would receive. Now, obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of information here to unpack. And let's say you're a business that receives, 10, 20 emails like this on a daily basis. So you can imagine it could get very tedious to go through this manually. So that's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is build an AI agent that basically extracts all of the important information and uploads it into a Google Sheet. So it will extract the name, the email, the company name, the reasons for inquiry, the timeline, and the deal value, right? It's going to extract all of that information from the email, and then it's going to send us a Slack message kind of to follow up. So that's what kind of we're going to build. So now let's go ahead and start with the build. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to go ahead and go to Zapier. If you're new to Zapier, you can create an account. I'm going to put the link in the description. You can create a free account here so that way you can test this thing out. So once you land here, log in, you're going to click on agent right here. So once you click on agent, it's going to open up this area where it gives you the option to use a template or start from scratch. Since we're going to build this as going to be a custom agent, we're going to create from scratch. So I'm going to click on start from scratch here. And what this is going to do is this is going to open up my brand new agent here. So for those of you who are new, on the top right here, we can name the agent. So I'm just going to say sales follow-up, right? Or something, or whatever you want to name it. And then in the right-hand side, in the center right here, this is where we're going to get this agent started. So the first thing is with Zapier and any automation tool, every automation starts with a trigger. Now the trigger means that, let's say, in this particular situation, right, you want to have Zapier always watch for incoming emails, then you would have a trigger from another app using Gmail, right? It's very easy to do that. So you can do that, or in this one, because I'm just showing you a demo, I'm just going to click on demand. So that way you can see exactly when I press the button, it should read my email. But essentially it's going to be the same thing. You can just click on Gmail and it will look out for those incoming emails. And I'm going to show you in a little bit how to add your Gmail account to this. All right, so once you add your trigger, the next step is instruction to follow. So this is basically the main prompt that you're giving, the main system prompt that you're giving to the AI agent, or the instruction that the agent needs to follow in order to make sure that it's doing exactly what you're asking it to do as far as the different automation steps. So I'm going to go ahead and actually type in the instructions, and then I'm going to walk you through step by step what this instruction looks like so that way you can copy it yourself. All right, so I added the instructions. Let me click on expand here so that way you can see it better. Okay, so the first thing is I'm saying, look at my Gmail inbox for new emails from today using Gmail Find Email. Now, give me a second before I'll show you exactly how to add these tools right here. I just want to go through the instructions first, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to add these different tools, as you can see right here. So the overall message, the instruction that I'm trying to give this agent is look at my inbox for emails, right? Identify the emails that appear to be business leads or sales inquiries or client requests. These may include message that mention pricing, codes, proposal, blah, 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 right? Because we were giving it an instruction to only look out for emails that has some kind of a business related information, or identify those emails that are related to business, sales, leads, and everything else, and ignore everything else. So I'm saying for each relevant email, we need to extract the name of the sender, the email, the company name, the reason for inquiry, any mention of the timeline or potential deal value. And these, by the way, are exactly the columns of the Google Sheet that you want to put. So go ahead and create a new Google Sheet and make sure you're putting these name or these columns exactly or similar to what is going to be right here, which is the extraction of the information from the email. And then I'm saying add a new row to our Google Sheet information in the appropriate columns, right? And then summarize the leads clearly, who contacted me, what do they want, what action is needed, and when should I follow up. And then after I'm saying send me a direct Slack message with the summary. Only log emails that appear to be related to business opportunities, ignore personal, promotional, spam, and everything else. If there's no relevant leads are found, do nothing, right? Because we also want to let this agent know, hey, if you don't find an email that's related to business or leads or anything that's what I'm looking for, don't send me a Slack message or don't put any of that in a Google Sheets, right? Because we're trying to give this parameters to make sure that it's looking for the exact emails that we're looking for. And that's kind of the beauty of this AI agent automation, is it's going to only look for the emails that's going to be relevant to the business side of things and ignore everything else, which again, you can imagine it clearly or completely removes the manual work here. Okay, so that's the instruction. Now let me go ahead and show you how to install these or add these tools here that we're referencing inside our instruction. So the first thing we need to do is add our Gmail, right? Because that's what we need to give Zapier the ability to look for the emails inside our Gmail account. So we need to add this Gmail Find Email tool. Next one, we need to add this tool, the Google Sheets, create a new spreadsheet, right? Or spreadsheet row every time this new information is coming in. And then the third tool is going to be adding Slack. So now let's go ahead and add these. So the way to add these, I mean, this automatically added this, but I can show you exactly how to do this. So what you're going to do in the bottom here, by the way, Zapier agents, they all come with default tools of visiting sites and doing web research. So that's automatically. But what we're going to do is click on Add Tool. So here's where Zapier has over 8,000 applications that it's connected with. It's one of the most popular AI automation platforms in the market. So you can imagine it's connected to every possible app that there is. So this is where you can add your different tools. So the first thing we need to do is add that Gmail tool. So this is very popular. It's just going to be right on top here. So you're just going to click on it. So here are the different actions that are available here inside our Gmail, right? So you can create a label, send an email, create a draft reply, and reply to an email, get attachment, and find email. Since I've already added it, that's why it says already added. So you can click on that, or like I said, you can always, let's say the way to add something. So let's say I want to create a draft one, right? I would click on this, and this will add that right there for me. And then now I can call my create draft tool from right here. As you can see, it got added because my cursor was right there. And I can always remove a tool. So I can just come here in the bottom here, and I can just say remove from agent, click on delete, and this is going to remove that from that area. As you can see, and I can just press the back button so that way this looks clean. Okay, so that's how you can add your Gmail. So same thing with Slack. I'm going to click on add tool and look for Slack. So I'm just going to type Slack. There you go. Slack shows up. You're going to click on Slack, and you can add these different actions that Slack can do. For this particular one, I'm sending a direct message, right? So as you can see, it says send direct message. This is the one that I've already added. Sends a direct message to a user or yourself from a Slack bot, right? So, but you can, send a message to a particular channel and all of that good stuff. And I'm going to show you how to configure this in a little bit. And then the third one obviously is Google, our Google Sheets there, right? So same thing, you just look for Google Sheets, you click on it, and now you have a bunch of different actions and operations that you can add. So I'm adding a create new spreadsheet row, but you can do other stuff in there as well. All right, so now that you have added these, let's go ahead and click on configuration. So the way to configure it and make sure you're adding your Gmail is you're going to click on this little gear icon right next to it. And here's where you can connect. The connection is very, very simple. You're just going to click on this. You're going to click on create new account. This is going to pop up to make sure that you're selecting the right email. You're going to click on your email. You're just going to click on continue to allow Zapier to sign in and make changes. Not make changes, but like basically access your email. Okay, so you're going to click on continue, and that's it. And it's going to show that your email is now connected. I've already connected it, so I don't need to do it. So that's how you connect your email. Very simple. Search string, you're going to leave this as let your agent generate the value for this because it will automatically figure out based on the instructions. You're going to click on save. As far as Google Sheets, you're going to click on the gear icon again. You're going to same thing, log in, click on a create new account. This will pop up. You click on your email or your Google account. You're going to click on continue, and that's all you need to do. That's how you connect it. All right, so the next step is for us to specify the sheet. So everything else, you're going to let your agent select the value for this automatically. For spreadsheet, you're going to click on you're going to click on the spreadsheet here. You're going to click on set a specific value for this field. And then after that, you're going to select the sheet that you named. I named my Google Sheet Zapier, so that's why I'm selecting Zapier. So you can see on top right here, I've named my Google Sheet Zapier. So you make sure you want to select the correct one there. And then afterwards, everything else you're going to let the agent define. Okay, you're going to click on save. And then as far as your Slack, same thing, you're going to click on the gear icon. To connect your Slack account is very simple. You make sure you've logged into the same computer for your Slack. You're going to click on new account. It's going to do a pop-up. The great thing is all of this is just pop-up. You're just going to allow Zapier to allow the Zapier app to access Slack, right? So that's all you need to do. So just going to click on allow and you're good to go. So let me get rid of this because I've already attached mine, so I don't need to do it. So I'm going to cancel this, and that's it. That's all you need. So now let's go ahead and test this out and see if it's working or not, right? So what we're going to do is now on the bottom, before this goes live, before we publish this, we're going to click on Agent Preview, and this is where you can actually test your agent before you publish this. So what I'm going to do is click on Test. Actually, let me make sure that email is live, and I resend it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and test the agent. So I'm going to press this test agent, and now you'll see that now it's going to go to the sales demand. There you go. Now the next action is find emails. So action in progress means that it's going to go ahead and go to follow these instructions and follow the exact guidelines and the tools that we're calling from the instructions of the agent. So now it's going to go ahead and find the emails that are relevant. Hopefully it's going to find that email that I just resent. I sent the same email that Sarah Johnson won because it was like a sample email. So let's go ahead and let this thing find that email. And by the way, like you can try to send multiple emails for this, so that way you can test out the agent multiple times, but it's going to be able to do everything the same. There you go. So this is great. I found several emails from today. Let me analyze them to identify business leads. I can see one clear business lead. It says email 1, Sarah Johnson from Bytech Solution. This is a legitimate business inquiry about AI automation services, blah, 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 right? So that's exactly what it's doing here. And it says the other emails are, Google security alert, kebab shop rewards, and then everything else. So it's ignoring those other emails that we told it, right? So there you go. It says now I'll add Sarah Johnson's lead to Google Sheet. So it's going to go ahead and try to add this and extracted all of this information from the email there. So now if I go to my Zapier Google Sheet, right, as you can see right here, if I refresh the page, there's nothing here right now. So now as soon as I click on approve, now it should go ahead and add that data into my Google Sheet. So as you can see, it says action in progress right here. So now it's going to now go through and create that information and all of this information and add it to our Google Sheet here. So let's go ahead and let this thing finish. It says perfect. The lead has been added to Google Sheet. Now I'll send a Slack notification with the summary. So now it's going to generate a Slack message and it's going to send me a Slack. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Zapier. And if I refresh the page, and perfect, there you go. As you can see, it added the name, Sarah Johnson, the email, the company, the reason for inquiry. So let me expand this a little bit so you can see this better. Perfect, there you go. Inquiry about AI automation for sales team, looking for help setting up AI-powered system to handle intake and automate follow-up process, right? This is coming directly from that email there. The timeline is early next week for a call discussion. The deal value is $3,000 to $5,000. And again, all of this is coming in from our email there. So now the next step is going to be sending us a follow-up message via Slack. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on approve. And there you go. So now just that I approve this step, it's going to now send me a direct message. So now I'm going to wait for it to send me a direct message via Slack. And by the way, obviously, if this is when published live, you don't have to go through these steps of approval and everything like that. It's going to automatically do all of that on its own. So now there you go. So it says perfect, done, everything looks good. So it says perfect, workflow completed successfully. I've processed the email, I've sent you the Slack, everything's good to go. So now if I open Slack here, and perfect, there you go. As you can see, now I have my Slack message with this business lead right here. There you go, right? It says today. I have a bunch of other ones from before, but you can see right here, new business lead, Sarah Johnson, Big Tech Solutions. Who contacted you? Sarah Johnson, operation manager. The email, the phone, what they want, AI-powered solution, deal value, action needed, schedule a call to discuss the project scope, pricing, follow-up timeline early next week, right? Lead has been added to spreadsheet and it's ready for outreach, right? Everything is nice and summarized here. And then of course for our Google Sheet there. All of this information is added. The Slack notification is just an additional step because, if there's a lead that I want to make sure that I'm following up on time, then that Slack message really helps out as far as the instant notification there. Okay, so now obviously the next step is just to click publish and make sure you change your trigger from on demand to Gmail. So there you go. It says new, I'm going to say new email, right? So it's going to make sure that it's coming in from Gmail accounts instead of that instant for this particular test. Now I'm changing the trigger to Gmail. So now it's going to always watch for my email, and any incoming email that comes in, it's going to automatically go through this process. And once you publish this, this will be good to go and your automation is live. Okay, so check it out. Make sure if you have any questions, put them in the link put them in the comments below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.